Welcome to Holy Trinity Broadstairs. It increasingly feels right and good to be back here, in this place we value and love. A privilege to once again be sharing in matters of faith and in sacramental life, even if the return to anything like normal is still some way ahead. We may have to be patient, of course, for whilst at the moment so many things are starting to open up again, including our churches, there are days, we have to admit, when it all seems a bit grim. And I suspect that it may now take far longer than we originally thought to pull things back together. There seem to be no quick fixes in trying to outwit this virus. As the Archbishop of Canterbury stated last week, there is no doubt that COVID-19 has changed our world forever, and it is vital that we try to gain a fresh vision of what it is to be God's church for God's world, and to discern his calling for our communion, our churches, our communities, our individual lives. This coronavirus has surprised us, caught us unawares at a time when we are weary with so many different battles that have come into the playing field. Brexit, the climate catastrophe, austerity and poverty, homelessness, the cutting of resources to the most vulnerable, including children. What kind of policy is it that stops families collecting child benefit for their third, fourth, or fifth child? We are exhausted by a relentless quest for materialism and famish now for something that lies beyond the physical, the need to search for and speak the truth, to correlate the inner and outer parts of ourselves. In this continuing pandemic, our leaders need to guide us with equilibrium, common sense, and complete honesty. And we need to find the inner strength to help those who are susceptible to this virus, to ensure that they are not defeated by fear and loneliness, to balance caution with regard to our own health with a sensible and compassionate concern for others. It would indeed be a sad reflection to see the world turning in the wrong direction because of our fear of coronavirus. Yet for that not to happen, we need to see real change in our society and our global politics. Some of us are still nodding at the waves of coronavirus, uncertain as to if or when a second wave will come. But we must cling to the planks around us and feel a firm hold on them. I hope that our church community here in Broadstairs can continue to be a plank that helps you to feel afloat as the uncertain waves come. Please do reach out to us if you are in need of support. It is essential that we do not let social distancing become social isolation. Let us all continue to be planks for one another in the weeks and months ahead. As Christians, metaphors of darkness and light are hugely important for us, for we know that it is by kindling lights in dark places, in those places where people are frightened and overwhelmed, that we bear witness to the conviction that chaos and darkness do not have the last word. The message of our faith is not to give in to darkness and despair, but to infuse every corner of our world with love, compassion, and with that hope which is truly contagious. This surely is the hope we need to sustain us through these difficult times. It is not unfamiliar to us, this hope. It is, after all, resurrection hope. It is the message of transformation which we celebrate at every Eucharist. It is the message of Easter, because today and every day Christ is risen.